So DC is an absolute joke. James Gunn, Warner Brothers, they're a laughing stock. Ezra Miller looks to have a future as the Flash. Yeah, that's right. You got rid of Henry Cavill. You fired him. And you're keeping an alleged groomer, someone who has physically abused women. We have seen it. It's literal footage of it happening. But you binned off Henry Cavill. What the fuck is going on? Honestly, what a joke. So this is a big article from Variety. I say big, it's not a massive article, but they revealed some interesting stuff. Primarily just what an absolute joke DC really is, and Warner Brothers overall. And again, you read from the title that this is all centered around the likes of Ezra Miller essentially staying on as Barry Allen, the Flash. Just, what a laughing stock. What a laughing stock. And you know why they're keeping him, don't you? Because he's part of the special alphabet mafia. That's literally the only reason. Why do I say that? Well, we have actual video footage of him choke slamming a woman in Iceland whilst working in Iceland for Warner Brothers. Right? So actual footage of it. We have multiple reports and accusations. We have court cases. He had to appear by live video feed in Hawaii. There's multiple situations that are legitimate where the courts have actually taken it seriously against him. They haven't fired him. They've accepted his apology. Johnny Depp gets accused of abuse and he gets fired. He gets paid off, mind you, and he gets fired. Yeah, so Warner Brothers are an absolute joke. The only reason they're doing it is because Ezra Miller is part of the Alphabet Mafia. I bet you anything, if Henry Cavill just came out and was like, yeah, I like to suck a D every now and then, I'm sure they'd be like, right, you're the best Superman ever, come back, please. What a total joke. So let's take a look at this. So, DC Extended Universe endured a most tumultuous 12 months of any studio division in 2022. Amid the upheaval, the release plans for the upcoming The Flash teetered following a series of arrests and meltdowns involving its star Ezra Miller. Closely guarded Aquaman deal points were laid bare in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard, so plot points, in the Amber Heard Johnny Depp defamation trial, and the $78 million, it's about $90 million Batgirl movie was permanently shelved in post-production as a write-down of tax. And all that was just an appetizer for an executive shake-up that landed James Gunn and Peter Safran in the DC driver's seat, but perhaps nothing was as dramatic as Henry Cavill's returning briefly as Superman in a Black Adam cameo. This is such a joke. So, 2023 kicks off. DC bosses Gunn and Safran continue to sift through the rubble and will soon reveal their 3-year interconnected vision for the cinematic universe, which won't include Cavill's Superman or Wonder Woman at all. Just please bear in mind who they're sacking off. But things could have gone in an alternative direction, because behind the scenes, a different group made a play for control of DC. Not long after the Warner Brothers Discovery merger closed in April, Dwayne Johnson directly pitched CEO David Zaslav on a multi-year plan for Black Adam and a Cavill-led Superman, in which the two properties would interweave, setting up a Superman versus Black Adam showdown. Sources say Black Adam produces Hiram Garcia, who is Johnson's former brother-in-law, and Beau Flynn, also were part of the Brain Trust looking to take DC down a new path. So this is that whole, a hierarchy of power. Other sources confirmed the meeting, but downplayed any discussion of Black Adam's future. Although the move took place amid a power vacuum created as former DC head Walter Hamada and Warner Brothers film chief Toby Emmerich prepared to exit, it ruffled feathers internally. Sources added that Dwayne went around everyone, which didn't sit well. I mean, it wouldn't, but that's just what you have to do. That's the business. Eventually, new Warner Brothers film co-heads Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi approved a Cavill cameo in Black Adam, despite the fact that Emmerich had made the call in 2018 to find another actor to don the red cape, which was one of the worst decisions ever, but whatever. Black Adam, obviously, is a huge bomb, and it officially ended the Cavill Superman era. Cavill parted ways with his manager, Johnson's ex-wife, Danny Garcia, this year, but a source says it was unrelated to the DC drama and she remains a strategic advisor to the actor. I would say that it is in part to do with the DC drama, and more because Cavill's a good actor and he's not getting the parts he deserves. That's what I would say. So there's that. God, what an absolute joke. That's just a joke in and unto itself. And then you had stuff to do with Black Adam. His demands increased and the returns just weren't there. So, Paul Dugarabedian says Johnson found himself a catch-22 of Black Adam. You can't have a more modest budget when this level of talent is involved. He notes of Johnson's track record. Budgets are, commensurate with the talent involved. Something with a lower budget like Shazam is dubbed a hit because hits are based more on profitability. So that's why Shazam is considered more of a hit. So, what else Gunn and Safran have planned for DC's future? Sources describe it as a broad but not blanket reset. At this point, nothing is ruled out. Given that Ezra Miller has stayed out of trouble since beginning mental health treatment in the summer, some executives are amenable to continuing with the actor as the world-saving speedster after The Flash. What are you doing? Oh, so he hasn't choke-slammed anyone because he's been getting treatment. That's fine. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. As far as I was aware, Johnny Depp didn't, just accused of stuff and, stayed out of trouble and then he was fired. So, what's going on? He's not even a good actor. Oh my God. Now you know fully why Warner Brothers Discovery is just an absolute shit show joke. I just can't believe it. Nothing is ruled out. Given that Miller has stayed out of trouble since beginning mental health treatment in the summer, some executives are amenable to continuing with the actor. But Wonder Woman's gone. Completely gone. And in a testament to the notion that no Hollywood relationship is ever truly severed, Batgirl directors Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah tell Variety that they're open to working with Warner Brothers down the road. Of course they would be. They want to do Batman Beyond. So Wonder Woman's gone, according to Variety, right? Wonder Woman is gone. Wonder Woman's dead. So fine. But you want to keep Ezra Miller as the Flash. Someone who isn't a good actor, who has no draw, the fans don't even like him. Yes, there is a very small contingent of fans, that love him as well. But they're probably psychotic, much like he is. He's a terrible actor. He has abused his way through Hawaii, causing more damage than sharks do on a yearly basis. And now you're like, oh well, he stayed out of trouble. We'll just keep him on. He's an alleged groomer, for fuck's sake. What are you doing? This is genuinely perhaps one of the worst business decisions that they will make if they do this. He's a terrible actor. He's not good. He can barely run. And his role as the Flash is pretty, predicated on the fact that he can run and actually look good whilst running. And he can't. He looks like an idiot. He acts like an idiot. And this is both in and out of work. And just because he stayed out of trouble since beginning mental health treatment. Oh, so what? What for 4 months he stayed out of trouble? Well, give the fella a round of applause and, $100 million, I guess. Like, what are you doing? You're mad. It's the perfect time to recast him. I don't understand why any executive... Why would any executive want him to come back? Why? Unless he's, busy sucking their D's as well. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. It is super bizarre. Very, very odd. Very odd. So, this just goes to show really what an absolute shit show that DC actually is. You get rid of Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot, Superman, Wonder Woman, but you keep Ezra Miller, the Flash. Wow. Not to mention, you've still got Amber Turd floating around. Like the floater that she is. What a joke. Oh dear, oh dear. What an absolute joke. Let me know what you think down below. Cheers guys, take care.